Okay, now we're going to look at Marty Friedman's solo over that chord progression that we just looked at. So here's the first part and then we'll break it down. Okay, so starting on the 3rd fret on the low E with a downstroke, then going to the 2nd fret on the A with a downstroke, then hammering on the 5th fret on the A, then barring our 3rd finger across to get the 5th fret on the D as well, then playing the 4th fret on the G, and then barring our 1st finger across the 3rd fret on the B and the high E, then the 7th fret on the high E, we're going to slide up to the 10th fret, then pull off to 7 again, then play 8 on the B, 7 on the G, and then 9 on the D. And then when we hit the 10th fret on the A, we're going to then be ascending and we're going to be playing a minor shape. So it's going to look like this. So we've got 10 on the A, 8 on the D, 7 on the G, 8 on the B, 6 on the high E, and then 10 on the high E. So slow, it should look like this. Then after that, we're going to pull off from 13 to 10 on the high E. And then we're going to play a major arpeggio starting from a 13th fret on the A. And then we're going to play 13, 12 on the D, 10 on the G, 11 on the B, 10 on the high E. Then we're going to come back down the same shape again, so we're going to play 13, pull off to 10 on the high E, 11 on the B, 10 on the G, 12 on the D, and then 13 on the A. Okay, so far we've got this. Actually, before we do that, the last arpeggio is going to be from 13 on the high E. Then to kind of get the stretch in there, you really want to be barring with your 2nd finger across the 15th fret on the D, on the G, and then on the B. So we've got... Then we've got 13 on the high E. Then we've kind of got this sort of bluesy ending to this arpeggio where we're going to play 18 on the high E. And then quickly followed by the 19th fret on the high E. So slow, the arpeggio should look like this. A little bit quicker. Okay, now the last lick to finish it off is going to be barring across the 15th fret on the high E and the B. And then we're going to play high E and B one after the other. And then we're going to have 18 on the B. Then we're going to repeat the high E and B lick, barring the 15th fret. Then we're going to bend up the 20th fret whole step on the high E. Okay, so that last lick. So then when you tag that onto the arpeggios, it should sound like this. Okay, now for the next part. Okay, first off we're starting on the 24th fret with a bend and a half, and we're going to do that 3 times and let it down to its original pitch. So then we've got this next lick. Okay, so we're going to be starting on the 22nd fret on the high E, then we're going to play 18, then 20 on the B, then 19 on the G, slide down to 15 on the G, then we've got 19 on the D, pull off to 15 on the, G, on the D, then 17 on the A, 18 on the low E, then finishing up on 15 on the low E. So we've got... Okay, now we've got some octave sliding, starting on the 10th fret on the A, holding the 12th fret on the G. And then we're just going to be moving up the A string. So if we just look at it, keeping that shape, we'll just look at where our first finger is going to be. So we're starting on the 10th fret. So we'll play that twice and then slide. So our first finger is now on the 12th fret. And then do the same thing to the 13th fret, and then the same thing to the 15th fret. So. Then the last lick to finish it off is going to be this. Okay, so we're starting on the 18th fret on the B and pulling off to 15, then rehammering on 18. Then we've got 15 on the high E, 18 on the B, pull off to 15, then 18 on the G, then 15, hammer on 18, pull off to 15 on B. So far we've got this. Then we've got 18, 17, 15 on the G. Then we're going to repeat the pull off from 18 to 15 on the B. Then 18, 17, 15 on the G. Then 17 on the D. Then we're going to kind of bend up a tone and a half on the 18th fret on the high E. So that last lick slow.